guys, it's Christy with Zen 10 Lotus Tarot, and I just wanted to come to you really quick with this video. It's been a few days since I've been on here, and it's for good reason. Some of the energy that's been coming out has been super negative, like super, super negative energy that I don't like to have to share if I don't have to. And it's like if I feel like it's so negative that it's very difficult to transmute in that moment, I save it, I save it in my brain for a time that it feels less heavy. And that's kind of what's happening today, is that I'm feeling that energy lifting for whatever reason. And, sometimes during the full moon, we have a lot of things going on, a lot of projection of feelings around us, a lot of gossip, a lot of it brings out some of the worst in people during that time. And so when I'm feeling all that collective projection energy in my when it's being projected upon me in some way, whether because I'm an empath, I tend to pick up other people's energy, I pick up other people's feelings. And so when I feel like it's too overwhelming or going to be too hard to transmute in that moment, I save that energetic transmutation for a time where it's better received, if that makes sense. So now that we're out of that full moon, and again, I'm sure there's some fancy term for it, but when we're out of that space and time where the full moon energy is still very relevant, I save those kinds of transmutation of energy for a time that as a collective, you are better capable of receiving a message of transformation, So, so yeah, we're going to get started. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share if you can. You can dislike the video if you hate it. You can, just make a quick YouTube account, which is free to do. You're never charged for that. And just subscribe to the channel. I'll never know if you do, because I don't even know how to look up to see who's subscribed. So it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. Don't feel like you're going to be known, like I'm going to know who you are if you subscribe, because I'm definitely not, just not that far into my YouTube knowledge, I guess. But anyways, so yeah, so I wanted to bring you this video today. If you're on Facebook and you're watching this, because those are the only two places you could ever find any of my tarot, are those two places to watch. I am not doing personal readings at this time. I am not going to ever email you and ask you for business. I'm never going to send you a fake reading, that's typed up. If I ever did a reading with you, it would be face-to-face. It's on a video chat such as this. And so don't get scammed. Just trying to protect the people. I bring these messages to you for free. And you're obviously welcome to donate at the only place that I take donations, which is below in the description box at my Cash App account. But that's completely up to you, and certainly appreciate it if you do decide to do that for me. But that would be the only way that you would ever be able to give me any kind of a donation for any of this work. So again, if anybody ever emails you, messages you, comments on one of my things with a logo of mine, a different logo, a picture of me, whatever it is, please do not fall into that trap. I will never ask you for a donation. I'll never reach out to you for a reading. I'm not doing any personal readings at this time. So anyways, now that that spiel is over, because some of the messages that I've gotten over the last couple days, there's that is happening right now to quite a few tarot readers. So just to alarm you that most tarot readers will never ever reach out for you, to give you a reading or a donation. We're never going to ask you for patronage. That's not what we do. We are here as messengers. We're here to enlighten. We're here to heal. And provide our services to you, just like we do right here, and you can take it or leave it. So yeah, now that that's out, the first card that came out for you was called the Desert Prince. And what I love about this energy is that it's telling us that even in times where we feel like we're dehydrated of energy, of time, of resources, of abundance in some way, of support, of friendships, of secure relationships, whatever it is that we're feeling in a state of desert, right? Of that feeling depleted, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like those things that we want for ourselves just aren't coming to fruition the way that we had expected in some way. Or possibly we feel overwhelmed with all of the hurdles that we're trying to climb at this time for whatever reason. It's during those times that if we can stay in a place of faith instead of fear, instead of doubt, instead of worry, instead of anxiety, instead of ruminating on what we do not have in a lack mentality, right? In that desert mentality of not enoughness. And we can start to begin to utilize faith and a better faith, faith in knowing that even in times of despair and feeling lack and feeling overwhelmed and feeling of anxiety and feelings of fear and feelings of doubt is when, if we can stay in that place of faith, in our heart and soul space of love, of grace, of utilizing the tools that we have in order to live in the moment and begin to take action in a way that helps us move to a better place of thought every step of the way, every moment that we have, right? When we wake up in the morning, what is our routine? What are we doing today that's going to take action towards what it is that we desire? We're not going to focus on what we're lacking or what is still, what we're thirsty for, right? In that desert, what we're thirsty for. We're not going to pay attention to that at this time. What we're going to do is we're going to practice gratitude in the moment for what it is that we do have and what are those things that we can do right now here to shift us forward towards what it is that we do want and how we want to have that unfold for us. And so, of course, you're going to always hear me say prayer and giving it to God and putting it in God's hands to know that, things will work out for you. Things are always working out for you. And things are always capable of being viewed through a lens that utilizes faith and understanding and knowledge and, letting go of anxiety and worry and fear and doubt from the past, right? Because that can keep us stuck in that lack mentality or in that desert mentality or in that resistance, to moving forward, moving towards what it is that we do desire. So this card is about knowing that even in the most desolate, desert there is, you still have faith. You still have your heart. You still have your mind. You still have your body. You still have tools within you that can push you towards hydration, energetic hydration. And what are those things for you? I don't know. It's a you versus you conversation. What is it that makes you feel good? Who are those people that make you feel good? What are those things that you have control over in this moment, in this now, to shift your own energetic hydration, your own motivation, your own inspiration, your own victory, your own miracles that you can create within you. Is it something you need to discover within you? Is it something that you need to, take that burden off your back and give it right to God and say, you know what, can't do it on my own. I need your help in this. I have faith in this. I have faith in what's about to unfold for me. I have faith in how it's going to happen. I have faith in me. yo. Like, it's just a matter of a conversation with you about what it is that gets you into that better headspace and heart space to know the truth of the matter is that everything works out for you if you believe it, if you trust in it, if you have faith in it, if you pray about it, if you, you know, deliver yourself from those fears and doubts and anxieties, which are just imagined, they're just imagined. Like, we create them. We can create them. It's very possible to create our own fears or worries or narratives of how things are going to unfold for us, and how we're lacking instead of, everything that we do have to be grateful for in this moment. So, but this card also does talk about the fact that, in times of, this is what I would like to call, the sowing period. Oops. The sowing, where we're doing all the hard work. We're planting all the seeds. We're putting in all kinds of effort. We are practicing gratitude, practicing faith, in what it is that we're investing in at this time. Knowing that we're trying to plant miracles, right? We're trying to plant abundance. We're trying to plant goodness. We're trying to plant support. We're trying to plant love, and good feeling thoughts, and success, and whatever that word means to you. Success can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So be careful how you assume what that means to somebody. But just happiness, kindness, joy. What is it you're planting at this time, in this place of feeling depleted energetically because you're working at this point in time, and you're waiting on those things to be reaped, that come from your planting, that come from your work, that come from your effort, that come from your time and your energy and your hard work, basically bottom line hard work, all those things. During this time, as those things are beginning to be reaped, right? All those little planted seeds that you have, and that you planted in faith and heart space, soul space, knowing when it comes harvest time, right? You may have, as a challenger with the desert, you have that period of reaping, or I'm sorry, sowing, and you have your period of harvest. So, in this time frame, notice things as you're working hard. Who are those people in your life who helped you get there? Who were the ones that inspired you? Who were the ones that supported you? Who were the ones that had your back? Who are the ones that you can have faith in, knowing that when you do harvest, that's a harvest that you feel comfortable sharing with them people, you know what I'm saying? Or those places, or those things, or those partnerships, or those collaborations. Who are your peeps? Bottom line, who's your peeps? And during these times of sowing, you're gonna find out who your peeps are, because if they didn't stand beside you when you sowed, who are why would you let them in when you reap? And so it becomes quite clear, who are your people and who aren't. And sometimes those are hard truths that we don't like to recognize, but God does it for a reason. God shows us for a reason all those things we need to see during the times when we're thirsty, during the times when we're living on faith, living on hope, living on a prayer, yo. Thank you, Bon Jovi, for that little channeled message. But when we're living on a prayer, when we're living in faith, who are those people that are our cheerleaders in the background? Who are those people who in a moment's notice, that if you called them and you said, hey, I need you, they're there for you, This is the times when you open your eyes to see who those people are. And God reveals for a reason, because they know, God heard conversations you didn't hear. God saw things you didn't see. And He will open your eyes so that you can see. So that when you are in that season of harvest, when you are reaping your blessings, when you are creating those miracles, you know who to share those miracles with. You know who to share those blessings with. You know who to bless, bless and who you need to pray for and let go of and hope the best for, and who you need to create boundaries with, because they need time to heal. They need time to give their soul over to God, to say, you know what, God, I can't do it on my own. And you're recognizing all those things right now, which can be super overwhelming, which is why I'm feeling it's super heavy energy right now. But I'm here to give you hope in it. Hope that nothing just happens. Hope that everything's working out for you. Giving you hope in faith, hope in knowledge, hope in letting things go that you can't control, taking burdens off your back and giving them to God and saying, show me the way, show me which direction is right. Expose to me who are my people and who aren't, in whatever way you see fit, Lord. Like, if they don't have my best interest in mind, open my eyes to it. If there's conversations being had about me in the dark, open my eyes to it. Let me know it, so that I know how to move forward, in my life. And if there are black magic being done, and that can be verbal with gossip and things that aren't true, and people lying because they're trying to benefit themselves, and everything else that goes on. Open my eyes to it. Let me see it. Expose it to me, and it's like, that's a hard, that's a time of drought is the best way to describe it, because it's a drought of feeling like that you're secure, in love and in family and friends and places and people and ideas and everything, and it's like, but God's gonna give you a drink. you know you know those little people, those little angels, those little miracles that are coming in your life, they're there to give you a drink, to take away your thirst and to feed your hunger and to uplift your spirit and to show you and open your eyes to faith, to the presence of God, and to knowing that you're never ever alone, even when you feel like you are. So that's what this card is in a nutshell. And that's about a great indicator of what the energy has been like. It's been super heavy, super, super heavy. I've gotten a lot of very negative messages that